every year we're asking American people to decide between Medicare, Social Security, Pell Grant recipients. Are we going to tell first-generation college students who are attempting to break into a better life for themselves that there are no opportunities for them because we cannot fund a Pell Grant? Or are we going to go to people who are in the midst of a housing crisis and say that we can no longer fund housing grants for you from the federal government at your time of need, right? When we talk about these conversations, we have to humanize them. We have to be very clear what we are proposing to cut, who are going to be impacted by it, and then think through better ways than to just continue to hold American people hostage, to hold our budget hostage, and quite frankly, right, to continue to go back to the same people, particularly the most vulnerable and marginalized. And
by the way,
yeah, I think that we need representatives that are doing it. I mean, we're all hoping like, well, the Senate would definitely like, vote down whatever they're doing, or Biden would definitely stop it. Maybe they would. But, occasionally over the past couple decades, Democrats have been very willing to work with Republicans on exactly this sort of thing because it allows them to present themselves. Look, I'm being fiscally responsible, I'm being reasonable. It's bipartisan. No, it's aimed at the people with the least. That's what it is. And so we need people that are making that case. What do you think, Francesca?
No, absolutely. And I think that, mentioning it's marginalized and it's poor people. I mean, again, the history of this country being what it is and the Republican Party being what they are, like we know how they're weaponizing this, which is, it's a woke policy because it might disproportionately impact Black and brown Americans, but disproportionately, there are more poor white people in this country, right? And that disproportionately, they're the ones who are the recipients of so-called entitlements, which is a good thing because they need them, right? And to say nothing of people with disability. I mean, how many of us know folks who live on Medicaid and who are, I mean, come on, who doesn't have the image of disabled activists being hauled out of the halls of Congress by Capitol Police when they were protesting the cuts to ACA? I mean, that is just like, bam, that's on my heart, like right there. Like I'm never gonna forget that. And never gonna forget the town halls, never gonna forget Mitch McConnell's face when he's like, well, I gotta go back in my shell. I guess they like Obamacare. So again, healthcare is number one. Everyone believes in it, no matter what race, no matter what class, truly no matter what class, unless you're a billionaire. It is the thing we prize the most and we don't want to see going anywhere. And it's so great to hear someone like Summer Lee, hell yeah, newest squad member, just crushing it on a national stage like that.
Yeah, did a great job. And hopefully that'll continue. We're gonna try to get Representative Lee on. We'll see how that goes. For now though, we do have an idea of what Gaetz wants to do. He tweeted out work requirements on means tested programs like Medicaid and food stamps will curtail inflationary government spending and increase labor participation. First of all, the unemployment rate is down super low. So again, this is all BS, but the flavor of BS is you poors are so lazy and you're getting one over on all of us. Look at how good you have it, you damn lazy poors. That is what Matt Gaetz is saying, and he does not care. Maybe he doesn't know. He doesn't seem like a super intelligent man, but maybe he doesn't know that that's not at all how it works. Medicaid is not a program of tons of 18-year-olds sitting around playing Halo or something while taking in money. That's not how it actually works. If we could jump ahead to graphic 5. So as of 19, 63% of adult Medicaid recipients who weren't elderly on SSI or duly eligible for Medicaid and Medicare were already working. So by the way, many cannot. We're setting aside those, which he is definitely not recognizing.
Right.
They are already working. Of those, 48% were working full time. There's caregiver responsibilities, being in school, disability, illness that all influence why some may not. He either doesn't know all of that, or whether he knows it or not, he definitely does not care. Okay, this is a tactic where he thinks, okay, I've identified, in the same way that they've done with their anti-trans war, they think they've identified a group where they're like, oh, we're allowed to just attack those people, right? Everybody despises those people, hates them. Okay, so we're just gonna attack them, and we're gonna get a whole bunch of people who are gonna be next on the chopping block to attack them with us right now and feel superior to them. Sure, you might be really rough off, and don't worry, we'll get to you too, but you're gonna get to feel superior to all those damn lazy people on Medicaid. That is the strategy.
I just really quickly, the one thing you have to mention also when it comes to Medicaid qualifications is that for many people, when they actually do get a job in their states, it no longer qualifies them to receive Medicaid, meaning they have to go to the marketplace to buy, which is exorbitant and they cannot afford it. So they're caught in a catch-22 of cruelty when it comes to the Medicaid healthcare system, where their states are saying they make too much. And what too much is something like, I don't know, it's like $500 a month. It could be as low as that. We're really, in other words, you have to be so poor in your state in order to qualify for Medicaid anyway. And if you do get a job, which is part of the requirement, it will then price you out of eligibility. It is insane. And it means people are dying. People have their healthcare needs unmet. People have newborn babies who need medication and they need assistance and they cannot get them. This is the pro-life party. Get out of here.
100%, you're right, you're right. And really fast, not just him. If we could jump ahead to graphic 7, Rand Paul's like, if you're serious about the deficit, you have to look at military, non-military, and you have to look at everything that's on the budget, including mandatory spending. So he's not even limiting himself just to Medicaid. I guess he's slightly more honest than Matt Gaetz. No, he wants to come for all of it, and again, not the only one. I didn't actually include this, but Mike Pence just in the last day has come out with we're gonna privatize Social Security. So I guess it's not so much of a third rail. But anyway, yeah, no, privatize Social Security. Also, they're trying to repeal the IRA. And so you remember look, we're obviously very critical of the Biden administration, and the IRA could have been way stronger and they could have passed 10 more pieces of legislation. But some of the stuff in it was pretty good, including a $35 per month cap on insulin co-payments for Medicare recipients, as well as a yearly $2,000 limit on out-of-pocket drug costs. Also allowing Medicare to negotiate on some drug prices. They're trying to remove all of those. Literally, again, like when I mock the idea of a populist right, this is why they talk about we need to like forget the elites on the coast. We need to represent real conservatives when it comes to trans high school athletes. Aside from that, screw them. We want to bankrupt them trying to get the medicine that they need. And
it's
so
sick.
It could not be more clear.
It's just sick. I mean, that's all it is. It's sick and cruel.
Sick and cruel. That's the subtitle for this chapter of American politics.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.